Welcome back to another haul. This is my haul and thoughts of Tampa Bay Comic Con 2018. This is the fifth time I've gone to this particular con. I love going to it. And surprisingly, first time I've ever gone to a con, and I got all the autographs I actually wanted to get. Alright, now I've got two bags here. We'll start with the stuff I actually got autographed. Then I'll talk about the stuff I got today. And it's a lot. Okay, the stuff I got autographed today. I got this autograph by Michael Golden. Yep. I got this book autographed by Scott Lobdell and Pat Broderick. One of two books got signed by Pat Broderick, and of course, one of two for Scott Lobdell. This I got signed by Peter Giles. Yep. He was an absolute blast to talk to. We talk about a little about Steve Ditko, Doctor Strange, the Defenders. I even asked him like why this book lasted for 19 issues. Simply because at that point, unlike today, where Doctor Strange is a humongous, popular character, back then, not a popular character. A lot of people didn't have any really big interest in him. So yeah, and because they wanted to do it like a tryout, and eventually these two got ongoing series. Doctor Strange got an ongoing series right after because he of course had a previous series that's their 80 issues, and of course he did of course get a spinoff after this one ended. But Peter Giles left after 4 issues, and Roy Thomas took over the book. Mm-hmm. Yep. Here's another book I got signed by Peter Giles. Yep. I also got this. I got this sign here by Fabian Nicieza. Yep, absolutely blast of a guy to talk to. Um, he asked in the Deadpool movies. He absolutely he loves them. He thinks that Ryan Reynolds is fantastic as Deadpool, and he actually was going to be doing cameo in Deadpool 2. But scheduling conflicts prevented him from doing that. Yep, he's gonna make cameo in Weasel's Bar, but wasn't able to. This I got also by Pat Broderick. Yeah, awesome. I got a chance to say this. Yeah. I even asked Scott Abdel what was like working with Jim Lee. He absolutely loved working with him, and he loved working on all the crossovers that he worked on in the '90s. And he even told me basically, I got now this was a theory of mine why of what was the origin behind Generation X that was supposed to be a '90s version of mutants, and Scott confirmed it. Yep, he confirmed the fact that Generation X was indeed a '90s version of New Mutants. That's simply the way it was. Yep, and he was very pleased with the portrayal of Jubilee from X Apocalypse, and of course Bishop and Blink from Days of Future Past. He was very pleased the fact they actually kept their powers where they're supposed to. I even pointed out though for Bishop that he kept the actual ammo over his. I think it's supposed to be his left eye. I think it is. Yeah, they kept that in the film. I even pointed out the whole thing about when the guy was cast by Bishop. Yeah, he said he had the right jaw. Like kind of laughed at that. And of course, he was also the one who did the whole thing with Onslaught. I even asked him, whose idea was it to have Wolverine's anatomy to be removed from his body? That was actually Peter David's idea. Yeah, this is what Lobdell told me. And I also talked about another book. This book right here. This is another book I had signed. Yeah. In the case of the Trigon arc, he actually did not want to do this. He was kind of forced into it to do this particular arc, and and I did ask him why did he come back to the Superboy arc, because he was asked to. That's the only reason why. And I even told him that the current version of the Atlas book is actually better than his original one, and he actually liked that. He actually, like I said, that. Um, I did not talk to him about the whole sexual harassment thing that he went through, that he basically was accused of. I didn't talk to him about the trial of Superboy. That's Superboy, Kid Flash, and even he basically pointed out that it's sad to see that Bunker is no longer around, and he does agree with me that Bunker was, and I even told him that the best character he did for this whole entire run was Bunker, and he agreed. He absolutely love the fact I put that out. And also, it's sad that he's not around much anymore. And same thing with Cassidy Sandmark, aka Wonder Girl. And he basically also agreed with me that I think he even read the new talent showcase issue that came out 2 years ago. Yeah, that was her last physical appearance. Bunker has not been seen in a couple years too. It's sad though that the Teen Titans book can't use these two characters for some reason. Yeah, it's weird. Um, yeah, I think that's it. That's like missing. Oh yeah, there's some more in here. Okay, let's see. This book, Labdell gave me. I was so surprised he actually selected a couple books he gave me. He just gave this to me and signed it. Yep, this issue of Uncanny X-Men. I believe this is issue number, if I can find the number for this thing, 329. I got this signed by Neil Adams, and he does remember doing this series. Yeah, Neil Adams is another guy I really enjoy talking to. Peter Giles, um, he's one particular writer I actually talked to for a long time. I think I talked to this guy for a good like 30 minutes. Yeah, listening to him talk about all this stuff with the series What If. Oh, and if you look at the Tampa Comic Con site, like, those are curious, what is that picture that's on the site itself? That's actually Conan from a cover from an issue of What If that he wrote, by the way. He wrote like a good chunk of it. And of course, he also pointed out the origin of Marvel Fanfare series. Yeah, here's the thing about Marvel Fanfare, about this particular series, is that the whole series, all the issues were made up of scripts that were basically lying around Marvel comic offices for years, and they just printed them in the series. And the editor of the series was Al Milgrom. I'm like, Al Milgrom? You mean the guy who co-created Firestorm with Jerry Conway? The guy since passed away, sadly. So yeah, this I picked up on Comic Con for free. It's a poster. Yeah, they give these out like almost every year. They give out posters. This one is of the Infinity Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. Yep. Yeah, I guess they figured out why the heck not. This I got signed by the inker, John Beatty. Yep, I got him to sign this. And yeah, he has worked with Danny on other stuff. He didn't interact that much on this, but he agrees. This should be adapted to a film. I even asked him if it could. Yeah, he definitely agrees with that. This one got signed by Mr. Bob Layton. Yeah, one of two. Yep, I got him to sign this. Let's see if we can find his, I think his autograph's inside the book. Yep, there it is. Right in the page. I did not get a chance to talk about the whole thing with his guy he frequently collaborated with over the years. Dave Michelini. And he says he has gone to the two premieres for Ant-Man. He actually really enjoyed both films, and that he liked Sam Rockwell. He thought his performance was okay, but wasn't his Justin Hammer. I finally asked him about that. And I even asked him why doesn't Valiant collect some work he did? Because the comic stores don't care for the early Valiant stuff. Yeah, apparently Real Tears bought so much of the original Valiant books that apparently they don't want anything to do with the trades. They published one volume per a lot of the series, and he said after he finished up today, he's going to South Africa to be on the set for the shooting of the Bloodshot film that's shooting later on this year. Oh yes, the film with Vin Diesel as freaking Bloodshot. He has not watched the Ninjak vs. Valiant Universe series. Oh yeah, he's also good friends with Jason David Frank. Yep. Here's another book I had signed by Mr. Bob Layton. I figured out why not. He drew it. And these last, I think there's one other book here. Yep. These two books I had signed by Mr. Mike Zack. Yep. There's his autograph for Volume 1 and Volume 2. He says I did kind of ask the lady he was with. I think that's his wife, though she's got a different last name he does, though it's not surprising. Jimmy Palmer may be married, but she didn't change her last name when she married him. She's a colorist, and there was sort of a raffle in a way, basically basically like kind of like a line in a way. It's one of two people I've seen like this. Michael Golden did the same thing, but luck up, I didn't have to draw a number to get an autograph from him. I just basically just gave him the book, and he said he did do inking for the book, but he also drew a couple pages for this maxi series. And last but not least, this. I got this signed by Buzz. Where the? Oh yeah, there he is, right there. Yep, he really loved working on this, and I even told him about the whole thing about the return of the original Johnny Thunder in Doomsday Clock. I didn't mention Doomsday, but Jeff Johns brought it back, and I pointed out to him that the whole thing with New 52, that was all the Dio, not Jeff Johns, and he agreed with me on that. That because Jeff Johns loves old stuff like this, he probably agreed with it. And I even told him about that they brought back Hawkman, and apparently he didn't know about the fact of the Shade made appearance in the Flash. He knew nothing about that, so I pointed out to him that there was a couple issues of Flash called it's called the Speed Darkness, and hopefully he's gonna check him out because he loves this stuff. Okay, I think, yeah, I think that's it for stuff to be signed. Now to talk about the stuff I purchased, which is a lot of stuff. Don't ask how much I spend this stuff. Please don't. Okay. This is not a trade. This is sort of a collectible thing. Yeah, it's a figurine that you stand up on display. It's Ichigo, switching head. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on my shelf. Yeah, I kind of wish I had a shelf behind me to display it on, but yeah. I haven't decided how to put this yet. I also got 2 t-shirts, and both of them are bleach. Yep. This I got, and they both cost the same price, like $20, $25. Basically no prices at charging at cons. First time I've ever bought t-shirts at cons. Yeah, this is, of course, anybody knows Bleach knows these 3 characters are Ichigo, Grimmjow, and I think Urakawa. Yeah, Urakawa is the one in the far right. Ichigo's in the middle, and Grimmjow is in the far left. Yeah, this is another teacher I got. Ugh. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff here. Let's take a look and see what else I got here. Yeah, some of the stuff was really cheap. I also got 2 trays related to Shadowland, a very underrated crossover from about 8 years ago. Shadowland, Blood Heroes, Street Heroes, and Shadowland, Blood on the Streets. Secret Invasion. The second volume for Batwoman, which is really thin, and it's only about 5 issues in here. Yeah. Especially since the first volume collected 6 issues. Yeah, that's a really thin book. Secret Avengers. Yeah, the Warren Ellis run. The entire thing in one trade. Yep. Huh. The Orlando Comic Con in January. Some promotion for that. The second volume for Scarlet Witch, which is World of Witchcraft. I will eventually review these trades. Yep. And there's one more trade that collects that series. Yeah, one more. And then I have the entire Scarlet Witch series in trade. Yep. The first volume for Carnage, which collects issues from the current volume for the series. Well, the most recent volume by Jerry Conway and Mike Perkins. Yep. Let me switch this around here. There we go. Here's more stuff I got. X-Force Volume 3, Not Forgotten. X-Force Volume 2, Old Ghost. I kind of wish I got the first volume. I couldn't find it when I was there. Nope, couldn't find the first volume. Secret Avengers, the first volume by Rick Remender. Yep, I think this is the first of 3. Yeah, first of 3. So basically, I almost got the entire Secret Avengers series almost also in trade as well. The second volume of Brubaker's run for Secret Avengers is Eyes the Dragon. Yep. So, as of now, I got most of the series in trade. For the first volume, as of right now, at the time I think I got 1, 2, I think it's like 3 or 4 left. I have to take a look, but I think it's about 3 or 4, not much. And Uncanny X-Force Volume 2, Deathlock Nation. And yes, there's more. Another free comic I got from Scott Liddell. The second issue of Generation X. This is not a trade. This is a movie. This is Fairy Tale Dragon Cry. I'm hoping Todd Hurcomb gets a chance to sign this when I get a chance to see him MegaCon Tampa next month. Okay. You also have both volumes of the series Shield by Mark Waid. Yep. Volumes 1 and 2. Volume 1 is Perfect Bullets, and Volume 2 is The Man Called Death. I was so happy to pick these up because I love this. I love the series. Operation Sin, Agent Carter. Yeah, they put this picture on the cover, even though that this is really nothing much to do with the series itself. Yeah, but a lot of elements from Agent Carter basically are put into this comic book. It's mostly related to the aftermath of Original Sin. Yep. The first of 3 trades that collect the third volume of Secret Avengers. Let's Have a Problem. Yep, first of 3. This is the third and last volume, and also last volume of the last volume of the series because, yeah, according to Axelon, they're not done with the series yet, but the last issue came out 3 years ago. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, this is the third last volume for the series. Well, for this trade series, anyways. There's actually one more to go for this one, and I almost got the entire third volume in trade. The second volume, I believe I got 1. I think I got 2 more trades left to go for that one. Yes, there's more. Has nothing to do with that. The first volume that collects issues from the Matthew Rosenberg run for Secret Avengers. Love this run, by the way. Excuse me, I also love the original run. The entire collection of the complete collection of the Mighty Avengers run by Brian Michael Bendis. All 20 issues. Yep. All 20 issues of this, which means I own most of the series in trade. I did see the last trade that collect issues from this line, but I decided to pass because I want to save money. Yep. Though I end up spending a lot of money anyways. Alright. Winter Soldier. The Bit of March. Yeah, one of like a few recommended trades I got because I love Rick Remender's work, and that is a fantastic series. I really wish that series got a lot more praise. And really wish Rick Remender would not left DC Marvel Comics. The final trade for Nightwing Volume 3. I've been looking for this for a little while now. I now have the entire trade series for Nightwing. For Volume 3 anyway. Still got to work on Volume 1. Alright. The second volume for Harley Quinn. Joker Loves Harley. The second trade collect issues from the current volume for the series of Harley Quinn. And a promotion for Daytona Comic Con. Almost done here. Shadowland, a very underrated event. Even the guy who I bought it from basically agreed with me. This is a very underrated event because what two events dominated 2010? Siege and Second Coming. Oh yeah, and Doom War also occupied it too. This is also another one trade I purchased I actually signed. Dark Reign the Hood, which is actually signed by the guy who co-created the Hood, Kyle Holtz. He's also the artist for the series, and he actually loved doing the series again. And apparently the Hood is supposed to be 17, not a guy in his 20s, which is really weird. And apparently he does like what Bendis did with him, which is odd. The Daredevil run, the Daredevil tie-ins for Shadowland. And these are the last ones. New Avengers, volume 11. The search for the Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah, this is the trade that preceded Powerless. And finally, my last trade, the complete collection for Punisher Max, Volume 1. Yeah, that's the last of the trades I purchased. I purchased a lot. I know I purchased a lot, but it's all worth it to get this Dutch. Okay? But yeah, overall, Tampa Comic Con was great. And this is probably by far the first con I've actually gone to where, like I said, first con I've gone to where I actually got every single autograph I wanted. Yep, every single one. The first autograph I got was Neil Adams. Yep, that was by far the first one I got was Neil Adams. Eventually, I got everybody else along the way. Skylar went by his table twice. There was a couple booths I accidentally went by twice. While I was able to buy more trades because while I saw some like, oh look, it's trades $5. Pick these up. Yeah, some of these trades I actually got for $5. Some I got for $3. Yeah, a lot of these trades I got for really dirt cheap, and I love getting trades for dirt cheap. All right. Excuse me. Yeah. The Generation X trade, not trade, the issue, I actually got that because I gave a rating for the classic, the collector issue. I told Scott Lobdell I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. He was actually quite pleased with it, so he gave me a free issue of Generation X anyways. Yeah, I didn't really ask for it. He just gave it to me anyways. Yeah, I didn't buy any individual comic books this time. Just trades. Because why not? I like buying trades. Even though it's a lot, it takes, like, the amount I purchased today, it takes up half a shelf. That's how much I purchased today. No, I would say probably the biggest book I've already purchased today of all of these is probably the Punisher Max Complete Collect. It's probably the biggest one I've actually purchased today. Though when I purchased that one, that was the sole thing I purchased in that particular booth. Alright. Not much else to say. I'm looking forward to MayCon Tampa next month. Well, I'm hoping to see Neil Adams and Pat Broderick again. For Neil Adams, I'm probably going to bring for him the Neil Adams illustrated book. Yeah, I'm going to bring that for him this time. I did see First X-Men there, but I passed on it for something else. Alright? So, yeah. Yeah. Enjoy you all in my next video, which I'm probably not going to make videos tonight. Then we're trying to having this one. Expect your reviews tomorrow for One Piece, My Hero Academia, and I'm even going to start doing the current episodes that have aired so far for Attack on Titan. Yes, there's sub because the dub is not going to air now for, I saw it was like 19th, which is going to be in like a little for 2 weeks. Yep, 2 weeks from tomorrow. Yep. I'm like, I'm not going to wait that long for the dub. I'm just going to go ahead and start watching it. I mean, I watched the entire thing for Super Dub, so why not watch why not watch the season of Attack on Titan sub? I mean, right now I'm watching the current season of My Hero Academia sub, and I watched the entirety of season 2 of Seven Deadly Sins subbed. Yep. Alright, so until you see the next video, bye.